हेलो हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरे सारे दोस्तों से गुजारिश है कि आगे की टेबल्स आके ऑक्यूपाई करें। वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स फ्रॉम नाउ। वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग द चीफ गेस्ट एनी मोमेंट। प्लीज़ कम अहेड, प्लीज़ कम अहेड। और जो खड़े हैं उनसे भी गुजारिश है कि ज़रा आगे आके अपने अपने टेबल्स ऑक्यूपाई कर ले प्लीज़। आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग यू अगेन एंड अगेन। वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स फ्रॉम नाउ। जितने भी हमारे दोस्त, एक्स स्टूडेंट्स, सीनियर्स, जूनियर्स, सबसे गुजारिश है, मेहमानों से गुजारिश है कि प्लीज़ कम एंड ऑक्यूपाई द फ्रंट tables because the rear tables are reserved for dinners. But in case if you don't get a seat, you can occupy them. But first occupy the front tables, please. We are expecting the guest any moment. Mr. Zahir Kaj is already in the college. He will be just coming down from the office. The chief guest has arrived. He'll be just occupying his seat in front of the stage in a few minutes. जितने भी मेरे दोस्त हैं एंट्रेंस के पास जो खड़े हैं उनसे गुजारिश है कि प्लीज कम डाउन इन फ्रंट ऑफ द स्टेज, ऑक्यूपाई द टेबल्स ओवर देयर. तकरीबन वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू start in a few minutes. The chief guest has arrived. Our president Zahir Kaji is also there in the compound. Please occupy the front tables first. I am requesting Dr. Zahir Kazi, our chief guest, to come and occupy the sofas first. Please occupy the sofas first, Mr. Zahir Kazi, our chief guest, and our Mr. Abdullah Bhai also there. They have all arrived. They are occupying the seats. बाकी और जितने हमारे फ्रेंड्स हैं गेट के पास, प्लीज कम डाउन and occupy the front tables, please. We are going to start in a few minutes. Hello everyone. Shall we start the program? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Before the actual program starts, दो बहुत अहम फ़राइज़ अदा करना है. सबसे पहले हमारे मुल्क की आन बान शान में यह नेशनल सॉन्ग सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलिस्ता हमारा. How can we forget our founder, our teachers who are no more with us? एक 2 मिनट की खामोशी हमारे मोहम्मद हाजी साबू सिद्दीक की याद में, हमारे टीचर्स कादर खान सर, अनीस अहमद कादरी सर, हारून सर, मिनाज सर, जेबी भागवत सर, अशोक खानापुरकर सर की याद में, हमारे दोस्त अशरफ मर्चेंट मोइज औरंगाबादी की याद में. लेट्स ऑब्जर्व a 2 minute silence, a few minutes silence. Let us start. Thank you everybody. And now, the start to this great evening, जिसका इंतजार महीनों से चल रहा था. Zaka Khan, on behalf of Alumni 82, once again warmly welcome our Honorable President, Anjuman Islam, Dr. Zahir Qazi, our Chief Guest, Mr. Bohan Rustam Irani, CMD of Rustamji Group, our other invitees, ex-teachers, teachers, ex-students of Polytechnic and College of Engineering. I now call our Honorable President, Anjuman Islam, Dr. Zahir Qazi on stage. Mr. Irfan Qureshi, please escort him onto the stage. Dr. Zahir Qazi, President, Anjuman Islam. My humble request to Mr. Boman Irani, Managing Director of Rustamji Group, to come onto the stage. Mr. Boman Irani, Mr. Najib, please escort him. Actually, क्या है? He is so fit ना कि he can very easily climb up any floor. तो वो उन्होंने किसके लिए रुका नहीं, फट करके पहुंच ही गए. He is so active. Anyway, you are most welcome, Mr. Boman Irani. What a sight! Two handsome personalities onto the stage. What a beautiful sight. Now, it's the turn of our teachers on stage. First of all, I'm very sorry to say that Mr. Ahmed Patel is absent. He has gone abroad and will not be attending the function. As I call our other teachers, some friends whose name I will call, please escort them onto the stage. B.M. Seth sir, ex-HOD Civil Department, Mr. Narendra, to escort him onto the stage. Welcome, sir, onto the stage. Professor Didi Desai, actually he is not keeping well, so he is absent today. Mr. Ibrahim Darbar may be expected any moment. Ramlal Bhatyani sir is also not keeping well. May I call Mr. Bashir to escort Avadesh Singh sir. Bashir Baghdadi. T.L. Hegde sir, ex-HOD, Industrial Electronics Department, Mr. Bashir to escort him. VBS Mani sir, Mr. Salahuddin to escort him. And now, our three principals on stage. Dr. Kadir Qureshi, Principal Polytechnic, Aided Section of Polytechnic. Mr. Narendra to escort him. Madam Zaibunisa Malik, Principal Unaided Section of Polytechnic. Indeed a pleasure to see these great personalities on stage. Actually, आज इस मौके पे कहना बहुत कुछ है, but I'm sure I will not have appropriate words to say. Words to describe these moments. In fact, I am mesmerized. I am speechless. I am perplexed. I hope these words define everything. Moving further in program, I will be short and brief in conducting the program, keeping in mind the time schedule. We have less time and many activities on stage. Now I call Mr. Abdullah, Vice President of ALMUNI Islam, onto the stage. Please come onto the stage. अब ये फाउंडर डे सेलिब्रेशन का आइडिया हाउ इट स्टार्टेड सबकी मालूमात देने के लिए आई कॉल शमसुल हसन रिजवी ऑन स्टेज. शमसुल हसन रिजवी.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. थैंक यू जगा. शायद वो नवंबर या दिसंबर की रात थी. रात खाने के बाद इमरान के फार्म हाउस के स्विमिंग पूल के अतराफ में दोस्तों की महफिल अपने पूरे शबाब पर थी. आपसी छेड़छाड़, तंजिया कलमात, गज़लियात और पुरलुत्फ लतीफ़ों का दौर तकरीबन ख़त्म हो चुका था. सभी हज़रात अपनी नशिस्तों पे नीमदराज थे. पता नहीं क्यों अचानक इमरान ने खामोशी तोड़ते हुए कहा, यार अपनी दोस्ती को एक मुद्दत गुजर चुकी है. हर शख्स एक दूसरे का आईना है, मगर हमारी निजी ज़िंदगी में चंद ऐसे लम्हात और तजुर्बात होते हैं कि जिससे दोस्त ना आशना है. क्यों ना आज हम कुछ ऐसा करें कि हम में से हर शख्स खड़ा होकर अपनी अपनी आप बीती बयान करे. बचपन के हालात, स्कूल और कॉलेज की पढ़ाई, ज़रिए माश की कशमकश और अज़दवाजी ज़िंदगी के सुनहरे लम्हात वगैरह, और साथ साथ ये भी बयान करे कि उसकी ज़िंदगी का माहासिल क्या था, उसकी लाइफ का अचीवमेंट क्या था. बस फिर क्या था, सबने अपनी पुरानी हड्डियों को संभालते हुए हल्की सी एक जवानी की अंगड़ाई ली और चश्मा साफ करते हुए माजी के झरोकों को देखना शुरू किया. सबने खड़े होकर अपनी अपनी आप बीती बयान की. चंद के किस्से दिलकश थे और चंद के पुराशोर. दोस्तों की बातों ने राज ये खोला कि किस मजबूरी के आलम में, कितनी मेहनत और मशक्क़त के बाद हमने वो पढ़ाई का दौर गुजारा. हम में से कोई ऐसा भी था कि जिसने कॉलेज जाने के लिए नया जूता नहीं खरीदा था, क्यों? अगले महीने उसे कॉलेज की फीस भरनी पड़ती थी। उस बेचारे ने पूरी जिंदगी स्लीपर में गुजार दी। कोई ऐसा भी था जो न्यूज़पेपर की डिलीवरी के बाद कॉलेज अटेंड किया करता था। अक्सर उसको कॉलेज में आने में देर हो जाया करती थी। घर की तंगी की वजह से चंद ऐसे भी थे जो रात को कॉलेज के कॉमन रूम में सोकर पढ़ाई करके जिंदगी गुजारते थे। वो जो सामने आज कैंटीन नजर आ रहा है, किसी जमाने में वो कॉमन रूम रहा करता था। मुझे अच्छी तरह याद है कि हमने कई रातें वहां गुजार कर सुबह को इम्तिहान दिए। बहरहाल जिंदगी की लड़ाई तो यकीनी थी। हर एक ने अपना अपना मोर्चा संभाला और बड़ी मेहनत और मशक्कत के बाद आखिरकार हमने कामयाबी को आराम कर ही लिया। इत्तला ये मिली कि आज फला दोस्त फला कंपनी का मालिक है, तो कोई बिल्डर, तो कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बना हुआ है। किसी ने खुद का बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया तो कोई फिल्म का एक्टर ही बना हुआ है। एक बड़ी जमात ने मुंबई महानगर पालिका में सीनियर पोस्ट पर कदम जमाया। मुख्तसर ये कि आज साबू सिद्दीक का हर स्टूडेंट्स आसूदा हाल है सिवाय चंद के। दोस्तों की आप बीती सुनने के बाद महफिल का माहौल कुछ संजीदा सा हो गया था। इल्मी अफकार ने परवाज लेना शुरू किया। जहन में इकरा बिस्म रब्बिक और रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मन की आयात ने गर्दिश करना शुरू किया। कौले रसूल भी याद आया कि आलिम की एक नशिश आबिद की पूरी रात इबादत से अफजल है। बहरहाल इल्म और मुअल्लिम का रिश्ता, दूसरे लफ्ज़ों में उस्ताद और शागिर्द के रिश्तों को बांधने में सर मोहम्मद हाजी साबू सिद्दीक का एक बड़ा हिस्सा रहा है, जिसकी हकीकत आज अयां हो चुकी थी। फिर ख्याल ये आया कि हमारी कश्तियों ने तो साहिल पा लिया था, मगर हमारी कोताहियों ने हमें अपने नाखुदा को भुला दिया था, जिनकी ना भुला देने वाली मेहनत नहीं हमारा रास्ता हमवार किया था। जी हाँ, ये वही हमारे असातिज़ा, टीचर्स, प्रोफेसर्स हैं जिन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी को कम और हमारी जिंदगी को ज्यादा अहमियत देते हुए गर्मी, सर्दी, बरसात की तमाम तकलीफात झेलते हुए हमारे मिशन की कामयाबी में लगे रहे। दोस्तों के आपसी मशवरे ने एक दावत फिक्र दी। क्यों ना हम कुछ ऐसा करें कि हम अपने असातिज़ा, टीचर्स, प्रोफेसर को अपने दरमियान मदऊ करें, उनका शुक्रिया अदा करें और उनको इस बात की खुशखबरी दें कि उनके पढ़ाए हुए स्टूडेंट्स ने जो आज कामयाबी हासिल की है, उसके असली हकदार दरअसल वो खुद थे। खैर, इसी दावत फिक्र ने, इसी फिक्र खैर, इसी जिक्र खैर ने अलमनाई 82 को जन्म दिया। सब ने लब्बैक कहकर कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चलने की ठान ली। दोस्तों ने एक खूबसूरत सा गेट टुगेदर अरेंज करने का इरादा किया। अलमा लतीफ़ी हॉल में 3 मार्च 2019 को एक फैसिलिटेशन प्रोग्राम रखा गया, जिसमें मैकेनिकल, इलेक्ट्रिकल, सिविल के सारे हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट, हालिया स्कूल और कॉलेज के प्रिंसिपल को भी मदऊ किया गया और चंद ऐसे दोस्त जिनके हम नाम तक भूल चुके थे, भाई जका की मेहनत से उनको भी बुलाया गया। प्रोग्राम बहुत सक्सेसफुल रहा। सबने इस मुबारक कदम को सराहा। खासकर टीचर्स ने हमें बहुत दुआएं दी। बातों बातों में साल गुजर गया। कोविड-19 के लॉकडाउन के बाद महफिल एक बार फिर जमी। इस बार मौजूद सुखन था सर मोहम्मद हाजी साबू सिद्दीक की जिंदगी और उनकी खिदमत। भाई बशीर अहमद बगदादी ने गूगल करके साबू सिद्दीक के सवाने उम्री को डाउनलोड किया और हमें बताया कि उन्होंने कौम और मिल्लत के लिए क्या क्या कुर्बानियां दी। भाई इमरान ने एक बार फिर अलम संभालते हुए दोस्तों से कहा, कि अगर हम सर साबू सिद्दीक के अफकार को, उनकी खिदमात को लोगों के सामने रखें, तो हो सकता है कि उनकी खिदमात से मुतासिर होते हुए कल के कोई दूसरा साबू सिद्दीक पैदा हो जाए और हमारे कौम व मिल्लत के एजुकेशन और अफरीन का जरिया बने। दोस्तों ने इमरान के मशवरे को पसंद किया और इस तरह फाउंडर्स डे वजूद में आया, जिसको मनाने के लिए सबने अपनी अपनी कमर कस ली। भाई ज़का ने एक बार फिर भूले बिसरे दोस्तों को जमा करना शुरू किया। मालूम यह हुआ कि साबू सिद्दीक के एक्स स्टूडेंट न सिर्फ इंडिया बल्कि यूरोप, अमेरिका, दुबई और सऊदी में भी उन्होंने अपना लोहा मनवाया। जब उनको इस चीज़ की खबर पहुंची फाउंडर्स डे की, तो उन्होंने बहुत ही खुशी और गर्मजोशी का इजहार किया। एलमुनाई 82 के मेंबरान ने इस फाउंडर्स डे को अमली जामा पहनाने के लिए खुद से अपनी सर्विसेज का ऑफर दिया। भाई रविश ध्रुव ने सुविनियर और आर्टिकल लिखने का वादा किया। इरफान कुरैशी साहब ने अकाउंट और रजिस्ट्रेशन का काम संभाला। मुन्ना फोटोग्राफर ने ऑडियो, वीडियो और एलईडी का वादा किया। अफसर खान ने टीचर्स के इन्विटेशंस और पिकअप एंड ड्रॉप फैसिलिटी का वादा किया। सलाउद्दीन और शम्स ने डिजाइनिंग एंड डेकोरेशन को तरजीह दी। भाई इमरान नरेंद्र परमार उर्फ पप्पू ने ओवरऑल मॉनिटरिंग की। भाई हारिस, नजीब, हनीफ, कौसर, इमदाद और इस्माइल वगैरह ने एडवाइजरी बोर्ड में नाम लिखाया। गरज के हर एक ने अपने हुनर और तजुर्बात के मुताबिक अपनी अपनी जिम्मेदारी संभाली और इस तरह अलमनाई 82 का कारवां अपनी मंजिल की तरफ चल पड़ा। और शायद सबकी जबान पर साहिर लुधियानवी साहब का यह शेर था कि दुनिया ने तजुर्बात और हवादिस की शक्ल में, दुनिया ने तजुर्बात और हवादिस की शक्ल में जो कुछ मुझे दिया है वो लौटा रहा हूं मैं, जो कुछ मुझे दिया है वो लौटा रहा हूं मैं। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Shams. Thank you very much. I now call Mr. Bashir Baghdadi to come on stage and give a brief history of Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik and Institute. Mr. Bashir Baghdadi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guests, respected teachers, dear friends, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Quite some time back, I was interested with the responsibility to speak and present a brief history of Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddique's life, our founding father. Though a difficult task, it is my privilege to share and shed light on his short and glorious life. Today, as we celebrate the life of our founder, let us also revisit, reconnect with the continuing journey of our institution. We are delighted and humbled to honor Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddique as we reflect on his commitment, resilience and dedication and witness a vision of befitting and uplifting the talents of coming generations come to life. As we know, wealth is both a source of comfort and cause of constant trials. Wealth, especially in adolescence, is usually a source of misguidance and misgivings. But Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddique, who became an orphan at the age of 7 and sole heir to a large estate and business, used his work and his wealth in such a way that the society and lakhs of individuals and family have earned respect and derived livelihood, and the nation too has reaped immense benefits. He was the heir to a series of charitable deeds started by his father and uncle. When he died at the age of 23, he had initiated educational institutions of merit which were destined to serve generations of people and elevate their status in society. The most important source of information about Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik is a short essay by Farooq Ahmed Chotani, which has been published several times in his life and after his death. Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddiq's great achievement is the construction of a Musafir Khana at Crawford Market, which is called Saboo Siddik Musafir Khana. He started construction of a spacious Musafir Khana or a pilgrim residence here at his own expense, including a mosque where 2,500 pilgrims could stay at the same time and the other facilities would be provided to them. A trust was set up for this very purpose. However, in the meantime, Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik sadly passed away. The foundation stone of this pilgrim residence was laid in the year 1909, and this magnificent building was inaugurated by the Governor of Mumbai, Sir George Sydenham Clerk, in the year 1914. The technical school, established in the name of Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik, later joined Anjuman Islam and has been running a technical high school, junior college, polytechnic, engineering college, and ITI courses of various vocations. In 1959, Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik Institution was also merged with Anjuman Islam. Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik Technical High School proved to be the first non-government technical high school in the province. The institution, established under the name of Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik Institution before Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik Technical High School, has a history of its own. Thus, you can see that a seed planted by Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik grew into such a huge organization in a comparatively short time. The phenomenal growth is due to nobility and good intention of the founder. There will be lakhs of ex-students who have passed out of this institution, set up by his noble, far-thinking young man who owe their livelihood and upliftment of themselves and their families and generations to follow to his honorable, righteous man, Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik, and society is indebted to him forever. As the saying goes, some make themselves, others make history. To sum it up, there are two types of people in this world: self-making type and history-making type. The lives of self-making people revolve around themselves, whereas history-making people seeks to serve humanity as a whole. It takes much courage and great deal of empathy and compassion to serve others. Such great minds leave their legacy in the hearts of the people through their selfless work. Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik was one such dignitary. This is the moment that allows us to consider what our aspirations have been over the years. Reflect on growth, greatness of Muhammad Haji Saboo Siddik, celebrate all we have achieved together, and aspire yet again as success never final. May God bless the noble soul. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Bashir Baghdadi. And now it's time to felicitate. First, let me tell something about our chief guest, Mr. Boman Irani. For this gathering here tonight, the most distinguished feature of this personality is that he is one of us, passed his engineering education from Saboo Siddik College of Engineering in 1991. Mr. Boman Irani is here with us as chief guest. He is the driving force behind the success story of the real estate brand Rustomji. The brand Rustomji has already reached top 10 most respected real estate brands in India, and its growth trajectory clearly indicates the elevation to podium finish in near foreseeable future. Mr. Bowman is a first generation real estate developer and has grown his business literally brick by brick from a humble start to a real estate giant over the last 3 decades. Graduated from Harvard Business School, after he completed engineering from here, Mr. Bowman has coupled business acumen with international exposure to put to use powerful and very successful strategies. Mr. Bowman has been active in the space of collective improvement of the industry and was recently appointed as the president of CREADAI, that is CREDA, which is the apex body of real estate developers all over the India. Mr. Bowman is also the founder of chief benefactor of the Rustam Irani Foundation, which manages and runs institutes in all spheres of education, from preschool to post-graduation, with a capacity of more than 12,000 students. Apart from above, Mr. Bowman continues to drive the legacy of the world-famous Java and SD brands of motorcycle that were launched by the Irani family in 1961, with a manufacturing unit in Mysore near Bangalore. Today, both brands are back in full swing productions, back on the road, and have garnered a lot of attention from the biking fraternity. A family man to the core, he believes in family culture at the workspace, as seen his unique style of leadership and employee-centric decision-making. Indeed, our pleasure to honor you, sir. Mr. Najib will do the honors. Mr. Najib. Mr. Najib to honor Mr. Bowman Irani, our chief guest. Mr. Bowman Irani, I am requesting you for a few words.
So very good evening everybody. आज यहाँ पे आके मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा. So many years back, I have been a student at this college and I was just describing that वहाँ पे कहीं पे हमारी canteen हुआ करती थी. This building was hardly 2 floors up और ऊपर का काम चल रहा था. When I joined this college, I wanted to become a mechanical engineer. यहाँ पे production engineering का course किया. And somehow life took me from wanting to become a mechanical engineer to utilizing whatever engineering skills I had for civil and construction related activities, and today I'm a real estate developer. मेरा ये मानना है कि it is such a lovely thing you all have done today. Our teachers deserve the highest respect we can give them. They really feel for us like their own children, and though they are sucked sometimes, though they are harsh at what they do, I can tell you deep down they are such loving individuals who give so much more to all of us than we know it when we are going through it. It is only years and years and years later, when we have children and they are being educated by a good teacher, that we start realizing that what a lovely time we have had with our teachers. And towards that, a big thank you to all the teachers, every one of you who has impacted my life. I want to say thank you. You all have all brought some element that is part of my success today, and I cannot tell you how much I want to thank you all. I also want to thank this lovely institution. There are a few stories around here, but today is not the day to say them. But
Go ahead.
no.
Go ahead.
So I still remember we used to be out here all the time. As everyone who's young, still young, will know that we don't have too much of an aim in life. We did not have too much of an aim in life. Our aim was the next exam. Our aim was the next weekend. Our aim was, where we'll go for what movie. And I still remember this beautiful area, all of it. I was reading the Sarvi Hotel, how many lovely meals I've had out there. And I cannot tell you when Gulam out here told me, Gulam, stand up, you should take the accolades. When Gulam told me, will you come over here? I said, absolutely. I did not even know what day, it was going to be, and you said 6th of March, and I've got a flight tonight, so I'm going to request I'll leave here at 9:15. But I just said yes instantly. And the moment I came in through that gate, I had a big smile on my face. मेरे चेहरे पे ऐसे ही हंसी आ गई. I don't know why, and I'm still smiling. And Dr. Kazi, you should know, I've had some of very good memories here. At that point of time, this college was still being built, and today seeing it in its glory, I am very happy. And if there is anything we at Rustamji can do for this college, we will happily do it. And I will reach out to every one of you and say, that no institution, of course, Saboo Siddik Saab was the founder, or what he gave is what built this. It is because this institution was here, you, I, all of us. Where is Mr. Shams? All that lovely words he had to say. अच्छा, वो तो क्या अच्छी बातें की उन्होंने. मैंने कहा एकदम potential future always speaker है आपके पास. But I can tell you this. आज अगर हम हमारे पैरों पे खड़े हैं, if we are doing what we are doing for society, I can tell you this college, Saboo Siddik Engineering College, has been a very important part of that, and towards that I wish to give back to this institution. I am going to reach out to Qazi sir again and tell him that whenever there is anything that we can do, we will do. But I am also going to reach out to every one of you and say, किसी के पास वक्त होता है, किसी के पास talent होता है, किसी के पास पैसा होता है, किसी के पास और कोई ability होती है, सारा इस्तेमाल कीजिए. हम सब कुछ ना कुछ तो कर ही पाते हैं, और इस इंस्टीट्यूशन को इतना बड़ा बनाना चाहिए. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We all should give what we can give. It doesn't matter whether it is money, whether it is time, whether it is some service. We all should learn to give. And I am glad once again, thank you Ghulam for calling me here today. I will remember this evening, I will cherish it. And I am so happy to be here, and I hope Dr. Kazi gives me a chance to come back over here and do something for this place. Thank you very, very much, all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Boman Irani. Beautiful words from a handsome man. And now is the turn of another handsome man. I'd like to speak something about Dr. Zahir Qazi, Honorable President, Anjuman-e-Islam. Mr. Zahir Qazi is a name that requires no introduction. A medical doctor by profession, he is a radiologist attached with, or was attached with, almost Mumbai's top hospitals. A radiologist apart from being a doctor with roaring practice. He, through his dying efforts in the field of education, and has created a niche for himself and community at large. A person that attracts spontaneous respect attributed to his sincerity, dedication and perseverance. Dr. Zahir Qazi's association with Anjuman-e-Islam, the largest educational conglomerate, is for more than 3 decades. He was assigned the chairmanship of Tibbiya College and served for 10 years. Thereafter, he was appointed as General Secretary of Anjuman-e-Islam for 3.5 years. He was unanimously elected as President of Anjuman-e-Islam unopposed. Ever since his election to the post of presidentship, he has completed almost 13 years in the office, being elected unopposed on 4 terms. He has been responsible for the clearance of central building at M.H.Saboo College campus that will add around 150,000 square feet area to start postgraduate ME program in engineering, PhD program and research. He is also honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award by Giants International in the year 2015 for the exemplary works in the field of education. It is for this exemplary service in the field of education, working selflessly for the betterment of Anjuman-e-Islam and educational institution under it, Alumni 82 has decided to felicitate him. Dr. Zahir Qazi is indeed an able administrator. Education is par excellence. Dr. Zahir Qazi, Mr. Irfan Qureshi to do the honor. Thank you, Irfan. Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Zahir Kazi on mic.
Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. Good evening. I could not believe that you would come in such large numbers, and I was constantly asking the organizers, you are giving me a number of 700 plus. It's incredible. That goes to show that how passionate you are about your alma mater. I salute all of you for coming together on this auspicious day. We call it Founders Day. M.H.Saboo Siddik, a young man who lived only 23 years, and during his short lifetime, the wealth he got it from the Almighty, he passed it on for the welfare of the community and the citizens of this country. He was a visionary par excellence for simple reason. He thought of imparting technical education, which we call it skill development now. And that was way back in 1936. With that, he started also maternity homes, which were part of municipal corporation. You could still see some of them by name Saboo Siddik Maternity Hospitals. He started Musafir Khana for the ones who had no shelter when they come to Mumbai. He created prayer halls, and it was a holistic approach for all-round development at that point of time in the city of Mumbai. He belongs to an illustrious Kachi Memon family, and if you see the record of the community that were responsible for the making of Bombay that it is today, Parsi community stands out, Marwadi communities, Gujaratis, and amongst Muslims, Kachi Memon community stands out. This campus is one such example of their philanthropy. It is fascinating that you thought of remembering the founder of the institution where you got the best of education at that point of time. And at the same time, you have invited some of your teachers, and I could see the connect that you had. When your teachers walked in, some of you were emotionally taken up. That goes to show the quality of teachers at that point of time. They were not only imparting the education they were supposed to, but all other things to be a good student, a good citizen. जो अच्छी तरबियत साबू सिद्दीकियंस को जो मिली, वो इन टीचरों की देन है. मुझे बहुत सारे मौके मिले आपके टीचरों से गुफ्तगू करने के. And one of your teacher, late Kader Khan, I don't know whether you are aware about his background. He was left out by his father, mother, single parent, young man. He could not have 2 square meals, and he joined the technical school here, took up his diploma thereafter, and he joined as a teacher of mathematics, one of the finest teachers in mathematics. And when he became a film actor, writer, who would write dialogues, he did not forget Saboo Siddik Engineering College, Saboo Siddik Polytechnic in particular. After completing his shooting at Jogeshwari Studios, he would come on his old Lambretta and the students would wait for him 2 to 3 o'clock early morning. Once after finishing his shoot, he would come and deliver lecture till early morning. This was kind of connect, that sense of belonging and passionate those teachers were at that point of time. And what is the outcome? You can see yourself, the kind of people here, some of the big names. I have been wanting to meet Mr. Ghulam. His brother is a very eminent surgeon. He keeps on talking to me that he is one of your illustrious alumnus. In the audience, we have got Aslam Khan. Can you stand up for a moment? This young man, he came from a family. Am I entitled to go to your background so that it gives a kind of story that I am going to narrate? इनके वालिद साहब जैसा यूपी से लोग आए, मेरा ख्याल से आजमगढ़ सिद्धार्थ नगर के थे, और एक छोटे से मकान है, झोपड़पट्टी जो कहा जाता है, उस तरह के बैठक चाल में इनके वालिद पाव बेचते थे कुलाबा में। और उस दौर में जब बड़े बिल्डिंग आए तो नहीं, लिफ्ट से नहीं जाने का, चढ़ के जाओ। This young man at that point of time had his elementary education here, from school, junior college, then he went to engineering. Thereafter on a scholarship he went to United States of America. He was a part of Harvard. Today, 3 office companies are listed, well-known Octaware IT firm, where there are 700 engineers working under him. I have stories after stories. One gentleman called me up from New York about a month ago, and the principal who helped me out is Dr. Abdul Razak. He's here. He's the director of Kalsekar Technical Campus, Panvel. At that point of time, you were the principal of Saboo Siddik Polytechnic. This young boy, he passed out from Urdu medium school, municipal school, had fantastic percentage. He was in 90s those days. He got admission here. He had no money to pay for the fees. The fees was arranged by Mr. Abdul Razak and Anjuman and some other entities. Thereafter, he got admission in VJTI, unmarried. And one of the teachers who is still there, I think Mrs. Mani, she told him, you go and take admission and I am giving you the money for paying your admission for the first year. This was the contribution of teachers. This boy did his mechanical engineering and thereafter he worked in India with ABB. Today he is the top guy in the United States with this ABB company. He called me up for his certificate. He was literally in tears. He said, I can't forget my teachers from my polytechnic days. There are stories after stories. There is one gentleman who is Mr. Nathani. If you Google, you will find him among the top guys in the IT industry, having worked with Microsoft. He was a dropout actually. He studied for a year or 2. Then he thought that I must go to US. And his interest was computer, and computer engineering was just developing. Those were in late 80s. Today, he's a postgraduate from Harvard, one of the well-known personality in the IT industry in the United States. And then he told me, मुझे मालूम ही नहीं है कि ये साबू सिद्दीक अंजुमन का इदारा है. Now that's why I have to come to Anjuman for a couple of minutes. He is our secretary for Overseas Friends of Anjuman. Bowman Sahab, Anjuman has opened a chapter in the United States of America. It is called OFA, Overseas Friends of Anjuman. It has been registered there, and in a month's time, we'll be getting certification for tax exemption. Mr. Nathani is the secretary of that organization. There is another gentleman, Mr. Modak, who was the chief of G Capital in the United States of America. He studied here, then went to IIT Mumbai and established himself as an industrialist there. So there are stories after stories. And today's chief guest, I must mention about him. हमारे दरमियान बहुत सारे अच्छे लोग यहाँ मौजूद हैं, जिसमें एक सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट वजूद्दीन साहब है. इन्होंने बहुत बेहतरीन आर्टिकल एट टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में दिया है, लवली कवरेज, एंड ही इज ऑथर ऑफ ए बुक नाउ विच वी रिलीज कपल ऑफ वीक्स अगो. इनके बारे में, इनकी पहली कॉन्फ्रंटेशन नहीं तो बोल सकते, जो बातचीत हुई वो हमारे बेगम साहिबा से, आयशा काजी. एक इनके कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट में एक हादसा हुआ था. वो लिफ्ट मैल फंक्शन की वजह से गिर गई और उसमें कुछ लोग जान खो बैठे. तो हमारी बेगम साहिबा, शी कम्स फ्रॉम अ बैकग्राउंड ऑफ हारिस फैमिली. जो वो चली गई. शी वॉज टोल्ड के बीच में कुछ दलाल होते हैं, कॉम्पेंसेशन नहीं मिलेगा वगैरह वगैरह. एंड देन शी मेट दिस जेंटलमैन, and he happened to tell him, somehow the topic came that I am part of Anjuman, and he said, I am a student of Saboo Siddik. He was entitled to give 5 lakhs to the bereaved family, which he did in no time. Thereafter, I requested him कि वो जो अब्दुल, जिसका नाम था, जो गुजर गया, उसकी 6 बेटियां हैं, इतनी होके 6 of them. He went out of the way and gave 50,000 each fixed deposit in their name. And I traveled with him in his BMW from Haji Ali. He dropped me at my residence. He gave that commitment and fulfilled, which was not part of the compensation. A classical case of Parsi. They are the most kind-hearted people that I have come across. मेरा करियर जो बना, बोमन जी, वो एक पारसी हमारे टीचर डॉक्टर दारा कुका, ही इज इन कनाडा नाउ, ही वाज इन बॉम्बे हॉस्पिटल, ही वाज माय गाइड. मैंने उनको देखा, कुछ चीजें सीखी इनसे. मेडिकल में भी एथिक्स होना चाहिए ना, आजकल एथिक्स है कहाँ, ढूंढने तो मिलता नहीं. ये जना बहुत डिफिकल्ट प्रोसीजर्स करने के बाद, एंजियोग्राफी रेडियोलॉजिस्ट भी किया करते थे, 1980s की बात है. और जब फाइल देखने के बाद, ये लोअर वार्ड का पेशेंट है, मेरे चार्ज नहीं लगाना, ये डॉक्टर का रिलेटिव है मेरे चार्ज. एक ही डॉक्टर इस तरह का था जिन्होंने हमको ये बातें सिखाई. दिस इज द ट्रेट ऑफ पारसीज दैट वी हियर ऑफ, एंड ही इज अ रोल मॉडल. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी व्हाट ही सेड टुडे, that his organization is also promoting the cause of education, where 12,000 students from KG to PhD are taking education. And what I wanted to tell you across, he passed on to you. क्योंकि आप alumni हैं, जिसके पास पैसा है पैसा दे सकता है, जिसके पास टाइम है वो टाइम दे सकता है, जिसके पास वैल्यू एडिशन है वो दे सकता है. और जैसे हमारे गुलाम साहब है, he can bring in value addition to bring excellence into education. These are all the things that alumni can do. One of your alumnus, he is sitting here, he has just come from US. आप US से आए. That goes to show how passionately you are connected with your organization. Now, talking of Saboo Siddik Engineering College, the building which you see here, Bomanji, we got clearance from police department after 7 years of struggle, because we have got next door the jail. We have been granted permission 1.5 months ago. The plan is already placed in. In a month's time, this building will be demolished, and here we will have 7-storied building with 1,50,000 square feet built up area. Now, what is the idea of this? This campus has got certificate courses for dropouts. This campus has got one of the best ITI department, which takes care of have-nots who are just matriculate. This campus has got a technical school. This campus has got technical junior college. There are only 3 of them in the state of Maharashtra. Then you have got a state-of-art polytechnics this side, the other side is degree college. Now this building will cater to post-graduations, PhD programs and incubation centers which R&D. Then it becomes a total and complete integrated campus. Anjuman didn't remain there. We have established on 11 acres of land at New Panvel a college of engineering, a college of architecture, college of pharmacy, and Maharashtra's second largest polytechnic by the name Kalsekar Technical Campus. So what is Anjuman? It's not like a horse which moves from side to side. It's a horse which keeps on moving. We have moved. We have got a director here, Dr. Abdul Razak, who was a principal here. He had an offer in UK to be the associate professor. I requested him, you please hang around for some time, then he will develop a state-of-art integrated technical campus, which is one of its kind in India. We believe in giving the education to the most marginalized section of the society and no compromise on quality of education. Now, what is the parameter? There has to be benchmark. Just because I am the president of organization, I should not be boasting about it. If you see the results at board level of Polytechnic and Engineering College, every year there are gold medalists who are securing the position in the university. Bombay University has roughly got 65 colleges. Saboo Siddik stands out. Polytechnic in the board exam stands out. That goes to show that it is the content and the container. If both are well planned, the Institute of Excellence is created. What is the other criteria? The placements of those students who come out from institutions. And you don't find anybody is left out. The best of industry people come, and we need to do more. It's not that we are doing as well. On all those parameters, this institution and other institutions of Anjuman stand out. आप में से कई ऐसे लोग हैं जिनको अंजुमन के बारे में पता नहीं है, क्योंकि ये एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम है, तो मेरा अखलाकी फर्ज बनता है कि आपके बारे में, अंजुमन के बारे में मैं कुछ बातें कहूं. It is going to complete 150 years, and Bomanji, it was started by Justice Badruddin Tayyab ji, the first Chief Justice of British India of Bombay High Court, and the third National President of Congress. They started with 3 teachers and 120 students. Today, you have got 100,000 and 10,000 students as of now. It's all because they were the visionaries. And the education policy in India was formalized in 1880 by the Britishers. And the input given by the founding fathers of Anjuman, where they talked of vocational education, technical education, commercial education, and education for the girls, that was incorporated in toto in the national policy. So they were the visionaries of their kind. We are talking of midday meals. The breakfast culture was started by Anjuman Islam because there used to be a lot of students who would come on empty stomach. There was a time when commercial institution came. Now it is computer, those days it is typewriters. We were the first in the state of Bombay, and Bombay state was not Maharashtra, it was Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Sindh in the Pakistan, and this side Hyderabad, part of Karnataka. We were the first one in the private domain to start. And in Saboo Siddik campus, यहाँ पे जो हैंडलूम्स के मिल्स होते हैं ना, ठक ठक ठक, जो भिवंडी में होता है, मालेगांव में, दे वर ऑल प्लेस्ड हियर. And that was one story building there. And the first artisan school certification course, unheard, was started here. आज अगर आप पूछने जाओगे तो इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज ऑफ पॉलिटेक्निक क्या कर रहा है, ये जानना आपको जरूरी है. कुछ लोगों के लिए इट माइट बी रेपुटेशन. साबू सिद्दीक को लीजिए आप. 2012, 2013 and 2011, there was an international competition in collaboration with NASA and Lockheed Martin, which manufactures F-16 aircraft, design of small aircraft. In 2011, 12, 13, they got first, second positions in the international competition, where there used to be only 3 institutes from entire Asia: IIT Kanpur, Technical Institute Vellore, and Saboo Siddik Engineering College. A team of 17 students would go there and take part in the competition that I'm talking about, and they created a name. This institution is not only in national mainstreaming, it is beyond the borders, it is at international level. Now, what is the mainstreaming? People keep asking, especially for the Muslims, they make a point that mainstreaming नहीं हो रहा है, आपके औरतों के हुकूक दिए नहीं जाते, the woman is suppressed. In Anjuman Islam, out of 97 institutions, 90 head of the institutions are हमारी बहनें और माएँ हैं. 40% students girls है, और 2 girls के orphanages हैं. So when it comes to empowerment of women, we are there. Therefore, we are a progressive organization who are in the field of imparting education and creating the citizenry of this country. हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री ने जो बातें उन्होंने कही थी और करके भी दिखाया, डिजिटल इंडिया, स्टार्टअप, स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, स्मार्ट सिटीज, तो एक दौर आया 2017 में, 14 के बाद 3 साल बाद इस बात की बड़ी मंथन हुई कि डिजिटल इंडिया किस चीज का नाम है, किस बीमारी का नाम है. तो नीति आयोग ने in collaboration with the Stockholm Technical University from Sweden and the topmost supercomputer scientist of India, Mr. Bhatkar, who was an IIT Delhi principal probably at that point of time, they got together and they said, let's ask 26 ministries, union ministries, आप इस मुल्क के वो मसाइल, problems, be it in IT, be it in economics, overall development, 598 problems were put on the table by these 26 ministries. 40,000 students were called from all over India. 8,000 institutions, a team of 5 each. Elimination round, 10,000 remained. They were kept in various laboratories in the metropolis cities, and our engineering college team was in Jodhpur. Saboo Siddik Engineering College team got 3rd position for creating an app for safety of railway passengers, and the Union Minister, Mr. Prabhu, interacted with them live. In that 5 students, 4 were girls, 1 boy, and 2 girls were from Urdu medium school. What does it show? That our girls are doing well, we are competing at the national level. Thereafter, there was one more incident, and I will not elaborate. That will show you how engineering and polytechnic is doing today. Tata Trust, Ministry of Science and Technology, and Lockheed Martin decided to throw it to the young ones some ideas where they will have inventions. And they selected 100 institutions. And the jury was from Lockheed Martins. They selected 10 toppers for the invention. When you say 10 toppers, there is no numerical number 1, 2, 3. But on the website, it was Saboo Siddik Engineering College. I asked them, why is this? They said, this is the youngest team because they were undergraduates. The rest 9 are all PhDs and from IITs. So in 10 institutions, 7 were IITs and 2 technical universities, just one Saboo Siddik Engineering College. And what did they design? Medical invention, artificial hand. They went to various hospitals, they worked on that. They got an incubation of 20 lakhs, IIM Ahmedabad. And they had to proceed to US when they complete the formalities. So these are the things which this institution which we are talking about is coming out and creating excellence. There is tremendous talent, but there are not enough opportunities. So जो बात है, कभी कभी हम मायूस हो जाते हैं, ऐसे कम तरह का जुब्बा पहन लेते हैं, उसको फेंक देना चाहिए. We will certainly do well, we are doing well. And most importantly, this is a role model institute which is inclusive in nature. The political terminology, I will not use secular, but it is inclusive. Because the founding fathers of Anjumans were, all of them were freedom fighters. It's a nationalistic institution. You won't find any discrimination. There are times when there are visits from accreditation authority, statutory authority, तो बच्चों को अलग ग्रुप बनाते हैं, टीचर को बनाते हैं. तो कुछ बच्चों को साबू सिद्दीक के पूछा गया, आपको पता है ये मुस्लिम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है? जैसे आज तक हमको मालूम नहीं था. We are very comfortable. This is the achievement, that this is the India that we are talking of. We have to set an example. और हमने जो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में ओफा बनाया है, उसका मकसद यही है, exchange of faculties, which Mr. Aslam was just talking to me that we have talked to Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston. There will be collaboration with them, and a center of excellence will be established in collaboration with Siemens India Limited. And people from there are going to help us out, what's the chief guest of today said. So this is how we are growing in every sphere. 2 of our catering colleges are recommended at international level. You go to any 5-star hotel, especially Taj group of hotels, you will find there are quite a number of students who have passed out from Anjuman. This is our branding at the end of the day. The good work that you teachers have done over years. Singh साहब, आपके दौर में मुझे याद है, आप एक्टिंग प्रिंसिपल भी थे कुछ दौर के लिए. आपके बच्चों जिनको आपने पढ़ाया है, आज तक आपको याद रखते हैं. It is they revered you. So that goes to show that kind of dedication, devotion you had. And that legacy is continued. The young ones who are here, they are also doing a great job. Otherwise, you would not have had got the excellence that we are talking about. मैं आपका ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं लूँगा. मैं इतना ही कहूँगा कि you be the ambassadors of Anjuman Islam. इसको आगे, ये आपका इदारा है. मैं तो आपका खादिम हूँ, आज हूँ, कल नहीं रहूँगा, लेकिन इदारे को बढ़ना है. तो जितने लोग यहाँ इतनी बड़ी तादाद में आए, उनका मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ. आप अपने बैचेस से जो लोग नहीं आए उनको भी कम्युनिकेट कीजिए, क्योंकि अंजुमन का एलुमनाई पोर्टल बन चुका है अंडर द सुपरविजन ऑफ असलम खान. वी हैव रजिस्टर्ड नाउ 1 lakh स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम वेरियस स्ट्रीम्स फ्रॉम अंजुमन in India and beyond India. It's going to go. Maybe one day, that is our dream, 2-3 years down the line, we may have a get together at Wankhede Stadium, because you need that big stadium. Thank you very much once again. और आपको देखने के बाद मेरी हौसला अफजाई हुई है. आजकल अंजुमन को सब जगह हिंदुस्तान में बुलाया जा रहा है. We are having a new campus very shortly in Sholapur, another campus in Goa at Parvorim, next to the secretariat there, and we might be going beyond borders of Maharashtra also. Thank you very much. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Have a great time. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर काजी साहब. दोनों को सुन लिया है, मिस्टर बोमन एंड मिस्टर डॉक्टर काजी साहब. अब दोनों को देखते हुए मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि प्रोग्राम खत्म होते होते अगर मैं कुछ हिम्मत जुटा पाया तो कुछ सवाल जरूर कर दूंगा, अगर नहीं हिम्मत जुटा पाया तो नहीं करूंगा. बट दोनों को डेफिनेटली एक पर्सनल सवाल तो पूछ लूंगा इनकी कॉलेज लाइफ के बारे में. इट्स नाउ वंस अगेन अवर टीचर्स टर्न टू फेलिसिटेट देम. वैसे देखा जाए तो नो अमाउंट ऑफ फ्लावर्स, mementos are enough to acknowledge their work. To be simple, we don't have appropriate words to repay them, their teaching, their good work, but we certainly can show our respect, our gratitude to them. This is our way of returning to felicitate them, and that too in front of all their ex-students. Now, Mr. B.M. Seth sir to be honored by Mr. Narendra. Mr. B.M. Seth sir, ex-head of the Civil Department. A memento. And now, T.L. Hegde sir to be honored by Mr. Hanif, ex-HOD of Industrial Electronics Department. Avdesh Singh sir to be honored by Mr. Imdad. Avdesh Singh sir from Mr. Hanif. Now, BBS Mani sir to be honored by Salahuddin. Now, it's the turn of principals. Mr. Narendra will do the honors. Professor Saboo Nisa, Principal, Unaided Section of Polytechnic. मुझे अभी थोड़े दिन पहले पता चला है कि ज़ैबू निसा मैडम को सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से भी थ्रू आउट इंडिया के अंदर 75 वुमेन्स के अंदर एक अवार्ड उनको दिया जा रहा है 75th इंडिपेंडेंस डे के न्यू दिल्ली में. तो कंग्रेचुलेशंस. और उसको यूँ समझ लिए कि हमने आज ही आपका फेलिसिटेशन कर दिया उस प्रोग्राम पर. Dr. Kader Qureshi, Principal, Aided Section of Polytechnic. Mr. Narendra Parmar to do the honors. It's time to again remember and honor our departed teachers. Tariq Kadri, on behalf of Kadri sir, Mr. Ismail, to honor him. Mr. Tariq Kadri, please come onto the stage. Mr. Ismail, to Tariq Kadri. Mr. Raza, on behalf of Anis sir, to be honored by Mr. Ismail. Ali Arshad, on behalf of Minaj sir, to be honored by Mr. Ismail. Dr. Kader Qureshi, will you like to say a few words very quickly? Dr. Kader Qureshi.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, our beloved President Anjuman Sam, Dr. Zahir Kazi, guest of honor, Mr. Irani, Vice President of Anjuman Islam, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah, our ex-teachers, faculties and dear alumni. As just told by our President Dr. Zahir Kazi, we are also maintaining the reputation of this institution at very high level. And recently we went for the NBA accreditation twice. This institute was accredited 2 times. And NBA is now a member of Washington Accord. Therefore, the education imparted at this institute is equivalent to international level. As far as the merit of first year is concerned, our institute merit is comparable to GP Mumbai, GP Thana, VGTI. Sometime in few courses like computer IT, we are far, far ahead of GP Mumbai, Government Polytechnic Mumbai. As far as today's function is concerned, some 4 months before, Zaka Khan met me in my office alone and told me that, sir, we want to organize one get-together of 82 batch. I just imagine after 40 years you are calling your colleagues, how many will present, how many will come? He told, sir, we will try our level best. And after some 15 days, he came with a batch of around some 10-15 classmates of his course. And I saw a great enthusiasm and energy among them. And they promised me, sir, we are planning to call around 400 to 500 alumni of 82 and around 82 batches. And really today it is amazing. We are seeing here a good response from this 82 batch alumni. I saw in many colleges of South India that alumni are going to establish some laboratories into the institute. Now if we see this 82 batch alumni, alhamdulillah, all the alumni are well settled in their businesses, in their jobs. So it's my humble request to the organizer of this program as well as to all the alumni of 82 batch that this new building is coming and we are having ample space to establish a center of excellence by Siemens. If we establish center of excellence by Siemens, so it will get benefit to electrical, electronics, mechanical, and also IT and computer. So with this I conclude and seek your support for the establishment of center of excellence. Thank you very much.
Madam Zabunisa, a few words.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जनाब सदर, मुअज़्ज़ज़ सामीन इकराम, नहमदु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम, अम्मा बाद। मैं शुरू करती हूँ अल्लाह का नाम लेकर, जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। सबसे पहले क्योंकि मैं खुद एक एलुमनाई हूँ, सबसे पहले मैंने स्कूलिंग मेरी अंजुमन से की है सर, और अंजुमन की मैं आज एक स्टूडेंट हूँ और स्टूडेंट थी। आज साबू सिद्दीक में मैंने पॉलिटेक्निक किया, जूनियर कॉलेज किया। तो मैं एलुमनाई होने के बाद यहाँ पर एज ए लेक्चरर ज्वाइन हुई थी। आज मेरी सर्विस को 25 इयर्स हो गए हैं और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मुझे साबू सिद्दीक ने बहुत कुछ दिया है। तो सबसे पहले अल्लाह की शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि उसने मुझे ये मौका अता फरमाया कि आप सबके सामने कुछ कह सकूं। सबसे पहले मैं सारे एलुमनाई की तरफ से एक दुआ करूंगी कि अल्लाह, जिंदगी दी है तो जीने का हुनर भी देना। ए अल्लाह, जिंदगी दी है तो जीने का हुनर भी देना, पाँव बख्शे है तो तौफीक के सफर भी देना। गुफ्तगू तूने सिखाई कि मैं गूंगी थी, गुफ्तगू तूने सिखाई कि मैं गूंगी थी, अब बोलूं तो बातों में असर भी देना। तो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, आज का ये शानदार जलसा जो 1982 बैच ने, एलुमनाई 82 ने साबू सिद्दीक की याद में रखा है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं 93 पास आउट हूँ और 82 ने आज पहल की है, तो ऐसा लगता है अब हर साल 83, 84, 85 इस तरह शायद सर हम एलुमनाई मीट हर साल देखेंगे। और यहाँ जितने भी लोग आए हैं वो इस तरह मोटिवेट होंगे कि सिर्फ 82 बैच क्यों ना हम सब अपने अदारे के लिए हम कुछ करें। जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया, हम सब यहाँ एक अहद करते हैं आज कि हम सब एलुमनाई हर तरह से अपने अदारे की और अपने अदारे के जरिए अपने कौम की, अपने मुल्क की बहबूदी के लिए जो भी काम कर सकेंगे करेंगे। जैसा कि हमारे प्रेसिडेंट साहब ने कहा कि पैसा ही इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, यहाँ पर आप अपना वक्त दे सकते हैं, आप अपने एडवाइस दे सकते हैं, और हम लोग यहाँ पर हैं, हम लोग आपकी खिदमत करने के लिए हैं। हम एलुमनाई भी थे, हम जानते हैं कि यहाँ किस तरह सिस्टम था और आगे किस तरह बढ़ाना चाहिए। जैसे कि हमारे एलुमनाई 82 ने बहुत सारे हमको सजेशंस भी दिए और हम चाहेंगे कि इसी तरह ये एलुमनाई का नेटवर्क बढ़ता रहे, साबू सिद्दीक दिन दुगनी रात चौगनी तरक्की करे। मैं एलुमनाई 82 को मुबारकबाद देती हूँ कि उन्होंने शानदार तरीके से साबू सिद्दीक को याद किया है, जो कि हम सबका फर्ज है। जिस तरह अलीगढ़ वाले मनाते हैं, ये हमारा भी फर्ज है कि हर साल साबू सिद्दीक को मनाया जाए और वही जोरों शोर से मनाया जाए। साथ में अंजुमन भी हमारे साथ है, बिना अंजुमन के हम कुछ भी नहीं है। जैसा कि मैं समझती हूँ, मैं खुद एक अंजुमन की स्टूडेंट हूँ, तो इसी तरह मैं चाहती हूँ कि हम सब ये अहद करके यहाँ से जाएं कि भले हम, पैसा जरूरी नहीं है, हम जो भी कर सकें, हम यहाँ एक्सपर्ट लेक्चर देने के लिए आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे एलुमनाई आज बहुत बड़ी बड़ी पोजीशंस पे हैं। हम एक्सपर्ट लेक्चर लेने आ सकते हैं। हम अगर ट्रेनिंग प्लेसमेंट सेल के पास आके, अगर आपको वहां पर कोई ऐसा लगता है कि आपको अच्छे बच्चे चाहिए, आप उस वक्त आ सकते हो। कोई भी तरीके की हेल्प आप अपने अदारे को रिटर्न कर सकते हो, इस सूरत में कि आपको यहाँ कुछ देना है। ये हमारा फर्ज है, ये हमारे पे अपना फर्ज है, ये कर्ज है कि हमको साबू सिद्दीक को रिटर्न देना है। शुक्रिया।
Momin Irani has to leave early. I am switching on to the Lifetime Achievement Award. I am talking about the Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence. This is the first time we are giving such an award. In fact, very few colleges give such an award, maybe because they don't bother, or maybe because the bright stars are few and far between. We should give such an award, as we all alumni and Sabu Siddik institutions should know the quality and caliber of some of its students who have built up brilliant careers and business and attained outstanding achievement par excellence on national and international scale. Most of you all must have seen the signboard of this achiever on the best buildings in Bombay, but few would have known that this company belongs to one of our own. This is the gentleman who is called the building doctor, as he specializes in building repair and restoration. He and his brothers, who are partners of this company, has taken up the little known field of repairs and restoration and personalize it in such a manner that they have not only reached the top, but have forced their competitors also improve drastically, thus befitting society as a whole. This multiple award winning company is considered to be the best in India in repairs, restoration, waterproofing and painting, and has reached iconic status. The name of this company is Painterier, and today it's 40 years old. However, what's to be noted is that this company was started in Saboo Siddik, and their first letterheads were printed in the college printing press. Friends, I would like to introduce you to our ex-student alumni of Saboo Siddik, Imran Merchant. He passed out from Saboo Siddik in 1982, having scored a phenomenal 80% in the 6th semester diploma in civil engineering. He has done diploma in business management, and he has an active member of several prestigious professional associations in India and the USA. Imran Merchant has presented 14 papers in repair seminars in India and 8 papers in the USA. Painterier has its partner, the 3 Merchant brothers, Imran, Asif and Firdos. And 5-6 years ago, Imran's nephew, Rehan, has joined them. Over the last 40 years, they have attended to over 3,500 buildings. When I asked him, what is the turnover of a company, he simply said, that's an unimportant statistic. What matters is the quality of our work, not the quantity. And that is why they changed the slogan of the company from interior or exterior, it has got to be Painterier, to time will tell the difference. And friends, time has told the difference. Painterier is proud winner of 4 international awards, 3 international awards and 3 heritage awards. Whilst except Japan, not a single other Asian company even qualified for the international awards given by the US-based International Concrete Repair Institute. In 1998, 3 of Painterier's buildings qualified for the awards and 2 won the awards in the respective categories as best restored structures in the world. They beat America, Japanese, Canadian, German, English, French and 36 other countries to these awards. Now, listen to this, friends. This was not only the first time that any Indian company won an award in this field, but the first time in the world that any company won 2 awards in same year. This was thus a monumental achievement and a feather in the cap for Indian engineering and Imran Merchant, our own alumni, his brothers and team Painterier. In 2002, Painterier repeated this feat with 2 more awards, and they underlined that yes, Indian engineers, Saboo Siddik engineers are amongst the best in the world. हम किसी से कम नहीं भाइयों, ये याद रखना. The proof is right here amongst one of us. Painterier went on to win 3 national and 3 heritage awards. They are based in Mumbai but working all over India, and some landmark projects are the Wankhede Stadium, Oberoi and the Trident hotels restored completely after the terrorist attack, the Taj Palace and the Taj Tower Mumbai, JK House Mumbai, Air India, Suraj 40-story tower Beach Candy Mumbai, CCI Broboy Stadium, Bombay Stock Exchange Mumbai, the Taj Coromandel and the Taj Coronamera Chennai, the Taj Palace, Ambadip Delhi, Taj Mansingh, Taj Dwarka, Taj Surajkhand, Al Delhi, 14 buildings in Jamshedpur, factory buildings in Daman, Youth South City Complex Kolkata, Forum Calcutta, the Oberoi Kolkata. Imran Merchant has some international experience too, being honorary consultant for pilgrim centers at Najaf, Kazmain, Baghdad and Karbala, Iraq. Thus, it's true what they say about them. Excellence has become a habit. Friends, may I very proudly call onto the stage our very own 4 times international award winner, outstanding product of Saboo Siddik, Imran Merchant, who deserves the honor of receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence. Imran Merchant. By Mr. Moman Irani, our chief guest, handing the memento. Mr. Imran, a few words.
Chief guest, Mr. Moman Irani, guest of honor and our president, Dr. Zahir Ghazi, my beloved and most respected ex-teachers, other dignitaries on the dais, and my dear friends and alumni. From 2 cups of tea and a packet of glucose biscuits for lunch at Rolex, the cheapest restaurant in the neighborhood, to today, standing here before you after receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence is not only an exemplary honor, but the deeply humbling experience, as I clearly remember those days of struggle and hardship. Most of my classmates too were struggling, and I know that many of my friends' families could barely pay their fees. Yet, here we all are today. So I am indeed, and all of us truly are, definitely indebted to our great founder, M.H.Saboo Siddik. And I say with sincere conviction that this institute has a lot of barakat. Yes, friends, this institute has barakat. Possibly due to our founder's noble intentions. Every student who passes out from this institute does decently well in life. And we owe this success to him. May Almighty bless his noble soul. We also most definitely owe our success to our teachers, many of whom are present here on this dais. And it's with deep gratitude and respect that I accept this award in their august and dignified presence and say with all humility, sirs, my success maybe was due to my hard work and perspiration, but it was all due to your inspiration. It was y'all who lit the lamp in my mind, which turned into a raging fire of accomplishment and achievement. It was y'all who pointed me in the right direction and helped me take off in my professional life. Y'all taught me that I should not only get first class, but be first class. So this award is only partly mine, but it's mostly yours, dear sirs. This I say with all sincerity. Please accept my deepest respect, heartfelt gratitude, and homage. No success is possible without team effort. I wish to first thank Shamsul Hassan, who first designed and got my company letterheads printed in this very college printing press when I was in my 6th semester. That was exactly 40 years ago. Shamsul, thank you. I wish to thank my engineers and supervisors, many of whom are from Saboo Siddik and have been with me for the last 30 years plus. Javed Rizvi, who is looking after my projects in Iraq. Junaid Diwan. Junaid Diwan, stand up. Where are you? Okay. Junaid Diwan, Kamal Khan, Rehan Farzani is here. Tariq Kadri, Afroz Sable, Amjad Chowdhury, and Yadav, who is no more in this world. So if I am a star, as Zaka describes me, these are my sparkling diamonds, all from Saboo Siddik. I wish to thank my family who have suffered my success because I was never home for dinner. And most of all, I'd like to thank my brothers, Asim, Firdos is not here, he's not unwell, and my nephew Rehan. Please stand up. Without whom, there would be no success story, nor the joy of sharing today's honor, which they too deserve an equal share. Mr. Bowman Rani, Dr. Zakazi, thank you for this honor of receiving the award from such eminent personalities. And last but not the least, Alumni 82, this dirty dozen, where are you guys? My dearest lifelong friends who have painstakingly put together today's elegant and glittering function, thank you for getting us all together, and thank you for bestowing upon me this unique honor. I am indebted to Saboo Siddik, I am indebted to Saboo Siddik Institution, I am indebted to my teachers, and I am indebted to all of you. Thank you so very much.
Hegde sir, a few words from you.
Thank you. The respected Bhamani sir, respected Sayyid Kazi sir, and the dignitaries on the dais, respected my friends and my colleagues. I was associated with this institution from last 25 years. Very young age, I joined in 1972 as an assistant lecturer in TV and radio servicing department. Therefore, I started my career to teaching the certificate level courses. Then, when the industrial electronics department started, I went on to become youngest head of the department of the institution. During my career, the first time in the history of Saboo Siddik Polytechnic, with the support of management as well as the principals, our students could achieve 100% first class, or the first batch students. Then when the 1984, our engineering college electronics department started, management thought my services are required in the engineering college. Therefore, I was transferred to the engineering college section to head the electronics department. Even I was associated to do the project report, to help to get the permission for this to start the electronics department engineering college, because department started 2 years after the other courses started. In the 1994, I was adjudged the best teacher from the college side. I was awarded in the hand of Ishaq Jamkhanwala. He was the president of the Anjuman Islam. My 24 years association with the Saboo Siddik, I grew with the institution because I started my career as an assistant lecturer. Then I went on to become assistant professor and head of the electronics department in the degree college. Because when I joined, I was only BE telecommunication. I was the first person to depute to VJTI to finish my post-graduation courses. But now I can understand the founder of this Saboo Siddik institution, Saboo Siddik. What a great visionary. Sir, your institution, or we can say our institution, is not providing only the education, but it is in the affordable fees. Because now you can see the medical education, what happened? There are so many medical colleges, but they are not with the affordable fees. Our common persons cannot get into the admission to the medical institutions. But our institution, Anjuman Islam, all along, they are able to give the education with affordable fees so that we middle class people can join the technical college and fulfill our ambitions. I request Zahir Kaji sir, one day we should start some medical college so that I pray God, I pray Allah also, He will give strength to you so that we can start the medical college so that Anjuman Islam can give medical education to our community with affordable fees. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. A few quick words from B.M.Saboo, sir. Acha, sir, you're leaving. So sorry, sir. We wanted you to stay over here.
Next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Bowman has to catch a flight. He's leaving early. But so nice of him to have him over in this function. Please stand up and give him a standing ovation. He has to catch a flight, otherwise he would have been staying here till the end of the program. Thank you, Mr. Bomaniran. Thank you very much. So thank you, Mr. Bowman. Thank you very much. Now, a quick few words from Mr. B.M.Saboo, sir, our ex-HOD, Civil Department. Mr. B.M.Saboo.
Respected honorable members sitting on the dais, all my students and colleagues, I am highly thankful for inviting for this function. Your love and affection has definitely given us a pleasure. I am highly thankful and I convey my thanks for inviting for this function, and I convey my good wishes and the blessings for their professor career as well as the domestic life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now, Avdesh Singh, sir. A few words from Avdesh Singh, sir.
Respected guests sitting on the dais and my friends, I am proud of all of you. I am very happy that my students have done so wonderful work in this society, in our society, in the world. So I am very happy and I am proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A few quick words from Mani, sir.
Thank you all for remembering us and inviting us for this grand occasion. And just a few words. I joined in the institute in 1976 and retired after 35 years and enjoyed the job. And the reason for that is the pleasant atmosphere created by our HODs, principals and the management. Thank them all. And second important person is you students made my career enjoyable. I love you all and wish you all grand success and future. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And now, alumni 82 की तरफ से डॉक्टर अब्दुल्ला को एक शॉल उड़ाई जाएगी. डॉक्टर अब्दुल्ला, जो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट अंजुमन इस्लाम, हैंड ए बुके टू हिम. Thank you, Dr. Abdullah sir. And now, it's time for shining stars. First is the aerosol team from the College of Engineering. This team of 16 students from different branches of engineering participated in the design competition of UAV, Unmanned Aerial Vehicle, sponsored by NASA. Actually, UAV is a mini model which is being made for human aid to drop food supplies, medicines at the place of disaster. Overall, there were 75 participants from all over the world. Scores were given on takeoff, design and landing. Our team from College of Engineering came in top 10 rankings. A great achievement. Let's honor them. I'll call the team members on dais. Please come on. Abdul Qadir Poonawala. Abdul Qadir Poonawala. Ismail Hamdule. Praveen Prajapati. Akif Pirzade. Tabish Kalsekar. Ravi Singh. Harshad Bhanushali. Sharvil Pradhan. Atharva Joshi. इमरान मर्चेंट. वो इमरान नहीं, दूसरा इमरान है. हाँ हाँ. And that's why I told first only ना कि नहीं वो इमरान नहीं करके दूसरा इमरान है. You will take that award also. Khalil Ahmad. Mustafa Hatiyari. Anupam Singh. Shabbir Jinwala. Sagar Diwate. Adit Ajian is not there. Please stand up for a group photograph with Dr. Zahir Kazi. Thank you everybody. There's another team to be honored as shining stars. The robotic prosthetic arm team. Hamza Sheikh, the robotic prosthetic arm team. Ehsan Khan. Two of us. Acha, Moin Sheikh, Ahmad Ansari and Farooq Samir are absent. Acha, you are Ahmad Ansari, okay. There are some outstanding sports person from our ex-students. Mr. Shams Alam, a para-swimmer, his career's best ranking at number 1, 8 international medals, 7 gold medals, 3 records. He received President Award 2020. Now, he is out for an event, I suppose. Please, someone come and collect the award from Dr. Kazi. On behalf of Shams Alam, can anyone come and collect the award? The other sport person is Moiz Rajkotwala of 1982 batch. He is Ironman International, Marathon Runner International, and he crossed the English Channel at the age of 60 years. Moiz Rajkotwala is also absent today. Can anyone collect the award on behalf of him from Dr. Kazi? there's one more honor for corporate achievement. It's for Shohab Rais. Shoaib Rais is currently the Chief Operating Officer of Indian Chemical Business at Tata Chemicals. Before this, he worked as Senior Manager at Godrej Appliances Limited. With his 35 years of experience, he has successfully created many brands. After passing DME 1983 from M.H.Saboo, he graduated in Arts and did his Master's degree in Marketing Management from NMIMS, Mumbai. He also completed Advanced Leadership and Management Program from the University of Maryland, Michigan University and Harvard University. He is Chairman of the Supply Chain of Logistics Committee, Western Region and Executive Committee member, AMI, ISMA, ICC, FICCI and other industry bodies and associations. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now the launch of special souvenir on the occasion of Founders Day by Dr. Zahir Kazi, Dr. Abdullah, the two principals and our teachers, and the President of Alumni 82, Najib Ansari, and Secretary Irfan Qureshi. Please come onto the stage for the launch of the souvenir. Dr. Kazi, launching the special souvenir on the occasion of Founders Day celebration. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now, vote of thanks for Narendra Parmar. But after this vote of thanks, there will be the national anthem. No one will leave their places, will stand up and...
I thank you, Dr. Zahir Kazi, President of Anjuman Islam, who has gone out of his way to help us to organize this program. Big applause to Dr. Zahir Kazi. We are thankful to Boman Irani, who just went some scheduled appointment. He has given his valuable time to us. We are thankful to them also. And we are thankful to all the teachers who have made it to this day. In spite of the busy schedule, they have come here. We are obliged and blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
And now, our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
थैंक यू वेरी मच। और एक इत्तला मुझे देनी थी। आज के इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे 4-5 दोस्त they came all the way from USA and Gulf countries. I would like to call them over here in front of the stage and thank them personally. Mr. Anwar has come down from USA, Parvez from Gulf, Yunus Sayyed from Gulf, and then there is one more, Mr. Tanveer, I suppose. Right? Yes. Thank you very much for attending the program. Thank you. Thank you each and everyone, especially Dr. Zahir Kazi. इन्होंने जिस तरीके से अलमना को हर तरीके से इन्होंने हमको जो कोऑपरेशन किया विल नेवर फॉरगेट। थैंक यू जहीर काजी साहब। We are just having a group photograph of alumni 82 and of all ex-students afterwards. So please come step by step forward क्योंकि अच्छा first alumni 82 come onto the stage. distributing souvenirs, and then dinner, both veg and non-veg, दोनों जगह पे अरेंजमेंट किया हुआ है. Veg is on the left side.